Hi guys, this is Sunil Kamath, the DevOps guy. Today I'll be starting with Ansible. You must have heard of many configuration management tools like Puppet, Chef, SaltStack, Ansible. Ansible is quite popular these days. Each and every configuration management tool have their own drawbacks, pros and cons. Alright, so in this tutorial we'll talk only about Ansible. Let's get started. So what is configuration management? By definition, it's a practice of handling changes systematically so that the system maintains integrity over time. So what does that mean? In layman's term, here in this pic you can see the N is a central server and it is trying to manage all these servers. There can be hundreds of servers, right? You want servers to be in certain state. You want it to run certain applications. You want it to run certain services. You want it to have certain configurations. Alright, you maybe on N1 you want Apache to be running all the time, but let's say any other Tomcat to be stopped all the time. Maybe in N2 you want something else. Okay, so these can be done using shell scripts as well. Okay, traditionally people used to do all these configuration managements using shell scripts, but that over time gets complicated because we have thousands of servers and hundreds of them you want in a certain way and tens of them you want in another way. So it gets complicated. I will tell you why in our next slides. Why Ansible? First one, automation accessible. What does that mean? So how to do versus what to do. When you write configuration management using shell script, you need to tell how to do, wherein in configuration tools you just have to tell what to do. So what does that mean? So configuration management, in at least if you talk about Ansible, it has you write playbooks using YAML, yet another markup language, wherein you just tell Apache status to be running or Git to be present. You don't tell it you don't write the commands there. Okay, it converts those XML files. Ansible converts those XML files into commands and it runs on the servers. Wherein in shell script you have to actually write the commands for starting a service or installing a package or pulling some repositories. Alright, so automation accessible. So it makes automation accessible. It makes it easier. Okay, idempotent. So what does idempotent mean? Configuration management tools actually keep track of state of resources in order to avoid repeating tasks that were executed before. So what does it mean? So you want Apache to be running on the server. Okay, if it is already running, Ansible will not fire the command. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. Wherein in case of shell script or any programming language, it will actually check whether it is running and then it will again fire the command or whatever it does. But in configuration management tool, it doesn't do repeating tasks which are already executed. Okay. So to understand it better, Ansible, the third point, state-driven resource model. What is a state-driven resource model? You will have playbooks or manifest or recipes, as they call in Puppet or Chef, wherein you write certain state. You want an environment to be in certain state. Okay, and when you run those playbooks, it brings those system in certain state. Okay, if let's say a service is not in a certain state, Ansible makes sure it comes to that state. If it is already in that state, it doesn't do anything. So it is state driven. Fourth one, biggest advantage of Ansible is the selling point is its agentless. If you see Puppet, Puppet services are running, Chef services are running, Ansible. You just need to install Ansible package. Okay. On agents also you want certain Python packages to be on it and probably raw Ansible on it. That's all. No services are running. Ansible services are running on them. Every communication, complete communication of Ansible happens via SSH. Okay, you just have to enable SSH keyless. That's all. Communication happens via SSH. So next, this is a sample playbook wherein, as I told you, you don't tell it how to do it, you just tell it what to do. So the name install, so this is the name of the task. So you just give package nginx state installed, so it installs it. You don't write a command there. Okay. So notify start nginx, it just starts nginx. Alright. You are again not writing service nginx start or anything. Alright. So this is a sample playbook. You will come to know about it more in future course, in my future videos. Okay. Let's do a simple installation and setup of the Ansible. Alright. So what I will do is, we have two servers. This is server number 1 and server number 2. Alright. On this I'll use it as a number 1. I'll use it as a central server. Okay. On this I will install Ansible. So I just have to sudo apt add repository Ansible. This is the way you install it on Ubuntu. When if you want to install it on CentOS, obviously you need to use yum. So let me update the repository, apt get update. This shouldn't take much of time. Yeah, it's done. And sudo apt get install Ansible. That's it. It has installed Ansible on the central server. That's it. If you type ans and tab, see, you have Ansible command running. Okay, so you have Ansible on the server and you want to make this as a agent or client. Okay, how to do it? You just have to do SSH passwordless. I believe most of you know how to do it. Let me do it anyways. SSH keygen -t RSC. Alright, so you have to actually cat .ssh. So you have to copy this and paste it in authorized key of the agent. So here if you go -a will give you hidden. So you just have to open .sh authorized keys. Yeah, I have to actually VI it. SSH and you just have to add this key. That's all. So let me test the SSH thing. If config, I'll go to this IP address from this without giving password. Let's see if it works. If it works, yes, it works fine. So if it works fine, so Ansible should be ready to connect to the agent. To do that, you have to actually set up host etc Ansible hosts. Okay, so let me add group. Let me create a group. Let me create a test group. Okay, and let it be a host 1 Ansible SSH host equal to, let me use the IP address of this. No, I'm sorry. I have to go in as a sudo. Let me empty it anyway. Let me get in. Let me go and test host 1 Ansible SSH host equal to IP address. Let me save it. Alright, so in host we have mentioned the agent. So let me just ping to it. So Ansible, I will go through this in my subsequent classes about this Ansible ping module, or host files and everything. Okay, today we just want to set up Ansible, get a little idea of what Ansible is. Okay, and just we are seeing how it works. Host 1 that we have defined, -m ping. Ping is a module again. Let's see if it works. Yes, it works fine. It pings to the other server. Alright, so this is the way you set up the Ansible. Okay, so we saw what Ansible is, what is configuration management is, and why Ansible. Ease of automation and state driven, it's agentless, and we saw what sample playbooks looks like and how to install Ansible. Alright, that's all for me today. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thank you.